How have private school college admissions changed historically? Imagine stepping into a world where college applications were simple and informal, then watching it transform into a complex, highly structured process. That's what happened over the past 150 years. Back before the 1950s, colleges didn't even have official admissions offices. They relied on professors to judge students based on classical subjects like Latin and Greek. Students usually applied to just one school, and many colleges admitted almost everyone who graduated high school. Private schools, especially elite boarding schools, played a big role in this system. Colleges like Harvard and Yale depended heavily on these schools to supply students. They even created the ABC system, where applicants from feeder schools got ratings from professors. An A meant a guaranteed spot, a B was uncertain, and a C meant likely rejection. Then came the introduction of standardized testing. In the early 1900s, private colleges formed the College Board and created a common exam. By 1926, they introduced the Scholastic Aptitude Test, or SAT. At first, the SAT was used mainly for awarding scholarships, not for admissions. But over time, colleges started considering test scores more seriously. Even into the 1950s, fewer than 1/4 of high school students took the test. This shift was part of a bigger change in American education. As public schools expanded, colleges saw students from many different backgrounds applying. Rigid admission standards based only on classical subjects became harder to maintain. Some colleges made their own entrance exams, but that created a patchwork system. By the 1950s, private colleges began offering financial aid from their own funds. This was a big step because it allowed students from less wealthy families to attend. The SAT was also designed to give all students a fair chance to show their skills, no matter their background. The relationship between private schools and colleges started to change. While in the past, elite colleges favored students from certain feeder schools, this became less common as the admissions process grew more formal and standardized. Private school enrollment boomed from 1950 to 1965, especially in the South. Schools with different religious affiliations and day schools increased the options for students. Today's college admissions process is a product of all these changes. Students apply to many schools using standardized applications, submit test scores from the SAT or the American College Test, and work with professional college counselors. The National Association for College Admission Counseling, founded in 1937, now has over 11,000 members who help guide students through this complicated process. For private schools, understanding this history is key. The old system of relationships and classical knowledge has been replaced by a transparent, standardized process. Now, students are evaluated based on their individual achievements, test scores, and personal qualities, regardless of whether they come from a prestigious feeder school or a public high school.